Hi everyone, this is Mr. Neil Writer, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for tuning in to my latest video. A patient just attended about an hour ago. I was going to upload a procedure of another ear infection, but after I performed this procedure, I thought let's just get this one uploaded today because it's quite a good one. It's from both ears and it's a stonking amount of earwax, which almost surpassed the 1 gram mark. If you've been watching some of my recent videos, you'll notice that I recently purchased a precision scales. So I was interested to know how much earwax weighed. And what I found is that on average, we're probably looking about 400 milligrams that I remove, which is 0.4 grams. The largest one to date prior to today was, I think, 0.82 of a gram, 0.82 grams, sorry, so 820 milligrams. I'm still waiting for that magical gram mark, and I'm sure if I had these scales 3 or 4 years ago, I would have passed that on a few occasions, but this one today, it just weighed in just under a gram at 905 milligrams, so 0.95 grams. So this is the left ear. I'm just using a Zone suction probe. The wax is a bit sticky, so I managed to remove the lateral piece of wax here. I was trying to just get the Zollner suction probe a bit more medial, so a bit deeper in the ear, so I can remove this piece of wax in one long piece, but this sticky piece of wax detached from the main body of the wax. So I've just gone back in. This wax is a bit more lodged. You can't see it's lodged, but it is extending towards the eardrum, and when you're manipulating the wax with the Zollner suction probe, you can feel that it's just lodged a bit deeper in the ear. You get that feeling, that kinesthetic feeling. So I'm just trying to loosen it, and you'll see I'm just wriggling here in round circles just to dislodge the wax. I think at this point I've dislodged it. You can see there's a lot more movement now of the wax. It's moving around. And in the ear canal, there's 2 bends. You get the first bend about 0.5 centimetre in the ear canal, and the second bend is around, say, between 1 centimetre and 1.5 centimetres. So we're just trying to now rotate this around the first bend. So I'm bringing the wax, I'm trying to bring it towards the left-hand side of you. And then that enables the wax then to just come out straight of the ear canal. Just with little circular motions. You can see there's a bit of hair matted there. It's almost like a cigar shape. You can actually see the curvature on the piece of wax there. I don't know if you saw it, it was a bit twisty, and there's just a bit of residual soft sticky wax at the base of the ear canal near the eardrum, so just slowly suctioning that. It's non-significant really, even if we left it, it wouldn't have caused a problem, but it was quite easy to remove, so anything easy I can go back in. There's the tympanic membrane, because the wax was quite sticky and it was fully occluding. You can see there's a bit of staining on the eardrum there. We leave that, that's fine. This is the patient's right ear. They did admit to using Q-tips or cotton buds. You can see some of the cotton wool on the lateral piece of the wax, the wax that's facing nearest towards us, and you can see a lot of the wool fibres as well. You can probably see that just there where I'm suctioning now is a bit of cotton wool fibres. This wax is a bit more dense, a bit more heavier. Again, I'm just trying to loosen it, I'm trying to wriggle it free. But with this, I just felt, again, when you're doing the procedure, you can feel it, it's just a bit heavier and denser. But with this wax, and we could have just put some drops in just to lubricate it, but there was a bit of a gap at the top, which there wasn't on the left side. And you'll see that in a moment, and the gap was just big enough for me to safely insert the ear hook. So when you've got wax that's really deep in the ear, kind of always try if possible to avoid using hooks and Johnson horns, because you're more likely to come in contact with the bony part of the ear canal, which is very, very sensitive. So the inner 2/3 of the ear canal is just a very thin layer of skin adhered to the bony part of the ear canal. If you make contact, that can be very uncomfortable. So for very deep medial wax, I like using suction, so you're less likely to come in contact with the bony part. But there was a big enough gap there where I could safely insert the ear hook in and behind the earwax, then rotate the earwax and then bring it out. And again, just like the left side, there's a bit of residual wax stuck on the eardrum because it was extending almost all the way. There's all the wax weighing in at 0.05 milligrams, sorry, so that's 0.9 of a gram. And you're going to have some still images as well. of the wax coming up in a moment. So I've measured it in millimeters first of all, so that's 46 millimeters, so 4.6 millimeters, also in inches. And if you watch the last two clips, I've got some still images of the really big pieces of wax. So that's 0.8 inches, and we've got another still image of the other piece of wax. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Yeah, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, please do subscribe. Select the bell icon so you'll get notified as and when I upload new videos. If you're watching on Facebook or Instagram, please do follow, like the page. Feel free to leave a comment on the videos. Have a great evening, guys. Take care. Bye.